Hi everyone, welcome to the video instructions on how to sign up and vote in the National Student Parent Mock Election. So you'll see here that we are at mockelection.org, and you'll see the headline here, and then right below that you'll see a blue button. Don't be thrown if the exact language isn't on that blue button that you see here. We have changed the wording on that button. I think now it actually says sign up and get your ballot. But don't worry about that. It'll be this button right here. You click on that, and then you'll see some basic instructions right here. And then to get more detailed instructions, you can click here, which will give you written instructions as well as this video. The sign up should take about 30 seconds or so. You just put your name, email address, password, zip code, name of school, and teacher's name. The congressional district will populate automatically, or you'll have to choose one or the other, and I'll show you that in 1 second. As far as your name goes, it doesn't have to be your real name. If students don't feel comfortable giving their real name, just make up a nickname. So we'll use nickname here, and this can be Cool Voter 17. It can be whatever you want. If you don't feel comfortable using your email address, we've set up some fake email addresses that are at winmyvote.com. So what you can do is that you can just use, for example, we'll use nickname at winmyvote.com for this one. And when I hit enter, it says, oh, this email is already taken. So you can just add a number to it, and that one's already taken. And we'll say 2, and that one's good. So you're now nickname12 at winmyvote.com, and that will be your login name. Your password can be any password you like. There's no requirements for that. And here is your zip code. So my zip code is 94116 here in San Francisco. And under the congressional district, it looks like I have a choice between 12 and 14. So my zip code is in both those districts. So I happen to know that my home address, my house, is in District 12, so that's what I'll choose. You guys should choose your school location for your congressional district. So definitely ask your teacher, and teachers, you'll be able to tell your students what congressional district to select if there's more than one. Your school district here, mine is a direct hit. Some of them have more than one. Some of them won't be listed at all, and that won't be a problem at all. It won't affect the voting or your ballot or anything else. The name of the school. So my high school was Leland High School, so I'm going to put in there Leland. The teachers, you should just let your students know the exact name that you want them to use. That way it won't affect anything on the grand scheme, but if you wanted to get your vote count for your school and your class, those names will have to be consistent. In other words, if someone wrote in Leland and then another student wrote in Leland High School, those would be considered two different places or two different schools. So just make sure that everyone's consistent with what they write in there. And then the same thing with the teacher's name. Ms. Johnson's class is going to be different than just, Johnson as the name. So as long as they're consistent there, we can pull reports for your class and how they voted and that type of thing. So when you get done, you can just sign up, and then you'll see your ballot. So each student needs to sign up, on their own. That way they get their own account, the same way they'll get their own, email account and that type of stuff. They get their own account where they can go through and look at the different candidates and favorite the candidates that they want to vote for. So that would be a favorite vote. If they want to do more than one, they want to create a short list, they can do that. And then at the end, they'll need to pick one, or the other. And as you can see here, as they pick them, they move to the front. So it's just easier to sort. But with that, they can go on to the next race. To be more, to get more in-depth or more elaborate, the students can click on the candidate profiles, and then they can watch videos of the candidate.
I've always been familiar with poverty,
and they can see the latest tweets that the candidate has sent out, and then they can also see some issue statements here that the candidate has built. And then they can go, candidate by candidate. And again, they're all formatted in the same way. And this is the California ballot, so I think I have a couple more candidates on the California ballot than other states. But that's about it. Then they can, star or favorite the candidate that they would like, and then move on to the next race. For teachers that are going to be using the paper ballots, they can go up here and click Print Ballot, and you'll see that you'll get a printable ballot like this, and then you can just print that out and run copies for each student, and the student can color in the star there for their vote. So what we're suggesting to teachers that have the paper ballots is for the teacher to pull up this online ballot and use an LCD projector, project up on the wall each candidate, and then just play their video like this.
I'm Gary Johnson, candidate for President of the United States, and I approve this message. I'm Governor Gary Johnson.
I'm Governor Bill Weld.
I'm running for president.
I'm running with him.
As the governor of New Mexico, I vetoed wasteful spending 750 times, cut taxes 14 times, and left the state with new highways, bridges, schools, hospitals, and $1 billion surplus without raising taxes a penny.
As governor of Massachusetts, I cut taxes 21 times and took unemployment from the highest rate among the 11 industrialized states to the lowest.
And he did that in his first term.
It was easy.
The difference between the two of us and the other candidates running for president is that we've been there.
And done that.
Give us one term, America, and if after 4 years you decide you don't like peace, prosperity, and freedom, you can always vote a Trump or a Hillary back into office again.
Johnson Weld 2016, our best America yet.
What say, America? You in?
Come on.
So you can see that it's a nice format, and then each you can go through each candidate and play their video, and then do whatever you want to do as far as discussions and that type of thing. And the demos that we've done and some of the testing that we've done with the kids, they really like the videos and getting to know them and who they like the best and that type of stuff. Hope that helps, and hope that answers most of your questions. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. But the system is very flexible. Again, kids, that have their own devices can sign in, get their own accounts. They can do some stuff with them in class. They can go home. They can, log back into their account. They can show their parents. Their parents can see it. They can talk about some of the videos or some of the issues that they've seen. And then they can come back to school and do voting. And they can do voting anytime up until November 3rd, 9 o'clock Pacific time. For the students that are doing the printouts, again, you can print them out and do it however you like. Just send us a count, and that is just really the most important part of that would be your zip code, the name of the school, the teacher's name, and then just how many votes for each candidate, and that should be plenty of information for us to go with. Hopefully that helps. If you need any help, feel free to reach out at NSPME@AOL.com, and we'll try to help you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.